When I was thinking about your reading, Libra, I got loads of people on treadmills kind of sweating and running, you know, kind of Jane Fonda 1980s, feel the burn, let's go for it. Then I got a toy that my cat used to have, I know, which was a velvety carrot which hung on the end of a string, and I used to trail it along and the cat used to go bananas. So, okay, then I got, it's all string and no carrot. So there's something that you really want and you're willing to work for it. So I'm just going to take a couple of cards on what that thing might be or what the whole situation is. Okay, this is your reading for April 2025, lovely Libra. Okay. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles. This is very much a Libran card for me. I know it's an earth sign card, but it's always got a kind of Venus, Venusian type thing going on with it. The Queen of Pentacles is very much prepared to wait. And it's not your average waiting. So she's not sweaty waiting. She's not checking her phone. She just knows that whatever it is that she wants, she really wants it. And she wants it enough to be able to sit with it and to be with where she's at with it and be cool with the fact that it might be jam tomorrow. Okay? Knight of Cups. So, the Knight of Cups, of course, is somebody bringing this sparkly goblet and looking very dapper, I might say. Nice horse. Very Libran colours. Knight of Cups brings something to you, and it comes to you kind of gratis. You kind of don't really have to work for it. It's a gift. Someone's coming. They're like, woohoo. It can be somebody asking you out on a date. It can be someone offering you a job. It can be all kinds of gifts from the universe or from a particular person. Now, if I get these two together, I'm kind of wondering if the Queen of Pentacles is wondering where the Knight of Cups has got to. That makes complete sense to me in a, you know, where have all the cowboys gone kind of situation. But also, where is it? Where is that job? Where is that person? Where is that insert whatever it is here that you're after? Okay. Then we get the Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, and you can see there's somebody here spinning planets. That's interesting. I get a slight message from that even though you may become or may already be locked on to a certain thing that you want, there is a need for you to try on different ways of having it, to have different hats, different outlooks, different ways of looking at it. I think of the Two of Pentacles as plate spinning. I think of it as trying 3D things on as well. So not just ideas in your head, but thinking, how about if I go about it this way? Let's say you're trying to manifest your dream job, okay? Sometimes you may say to yourself, okay, maybe I'm going to dress for the job I want, not the job I have. What do people who have this dream job look like? What's my version of that? How can I get into that feeling space? How can I feel more successful, more powerful, whatever it is, more creative? And then it's not tricking your brain into it, but it's living in the as if it's already happened. If you are looking for love, if there's a particular specific person that you have in mind, or a specific relationship that you want to achieve, you can also spin around different versions of how that could come to you. There are strange things you can do for that. If you're single, it's like clearing out a drawer for a person for when they get there. It sounds mad as a box of frogs. It is mad as a box of frogs. But the universe is asking you to be curious about your goals and curious about how you get there and how it comes to you and what it looks like. Because Libra, it might not look like what you think it's going to look like. I'll have a look underneath here at relationships and love in a minute. And there'll also be an extended love reading for those that really resonate with those cards. But for now, yeah, look. 8 of Pentacles. It's the work card. But it doesn't necessarily mean at an office, although if my office window looked like that, I'd be at an office. You could work from home, you could work anywhere doing anything. It's about, 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo. So it's putting in the kind of, well, the Queen of Pentacles knows, putting in the graft, putting in the consistency to get what you want. If you're after a relationship, consistently put in the manifesting and the idea that you are in a relationship. If you are after that job, consistently behave as if you already have it. Ooh, wasn't expecting this one. Who is that? 7 of Swords bursts onto the scene. Okay. I want to take a clarifier for the 7 of Swords from a different deck. What do we need to know, please, about the 7 of Swords? Sneaky beaky, secret squirrel, all of those good things. It's you. Oh, why won't you come out? Okay. Ooh. Knight of Swords. There's something that is not being said. And the 2 of Wands. About progress. And I've got another one wants to come out. Ooh. What a beauty. With the Empress. Okay. Progress, the 2 of Wands, being clear and direct, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress, getting into your feminine energy. I think of the Queen of Pentacles as like a junior Empress, okay? There's something here about possible sabotage with the 7 of Swords. You know, who or what wants to get in your way and why would they want to do that? Put those 2 cards there. Tell me a bit more, please, about this situation. This could be, if you're at work, that somebody isn't quite on board with you advancing in the way that you want to. If it's to do with love, and we'll look at love in a minute, itchy nose, somebody isn't telling you something. Wow. 10 of Swords and a very loud car stereo outside. That's all a bit 1990, isn't it? So, 10 of Swords. Oof. Libra, this is about checking in with yourself. And do you remember we talked about at the beginning my cat toy, which was a carrot on a string? Is there any element that somebody is all string and no carrot? I think I'm going to slip into your love reading at this point. Yes. Is somebody all string and no carrot? Okay, I'm going to take another one as well. Oh, very, very interesting. Bloomin' heck. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards with the other camera because they are very, very interesting indeed. Let's just push those up a little bit. Okay. So we pulled that 10 of Swords, which is, it's like a surrender card. It's a bit of a card of exhaustion. That's why I'm wondering, you know, what is the aspect of this that is exhausting? Or what is the aspect of this, Libra, that has come to this point where it's too painful to stay the same? If you are in a situationship or a relationship that has loose ends, or you don't know quite where it's at, there's something here about you reaching a turning point in yourself. And also what I'm getting is what you want might change. It might change. We've got this very delightful 7 of Cups. This is when you're in, and I've had this card come up for nearly every sign for April. I feel like because, you know, we've got Mercury retrograde, we've got Venus retrograde. Mercury retrograde goes direct on the 7th. Venus retrograde, I think on the 13th. Is that right, of April? I'm just looking in my moon diary. Yeah. Oh, isn't that nice? So this is a very good time for you, the 13th, around that time, because Mercury's gone direct for about a week. Venus goes direct, which for you can only be a good thing. And full moon in your sign, which I'm seeing as a gigantic cleanse and reset. Okay? It feels as if there's a real kind of burst of something. I'm just looking to see. Yeah, we've got a new moon at the end of April on the 27th, which is nice, in Taurus. That's nice, which is also ruled by Venus. That's good for you too. So dates for your diary: 13th of April, 27th of April, with the new moon in your opposite sign. Big time, great. Okay, so we have this 7 of Cups. There is some aspect of slipperiness, of fogginess, of not quite knowing something. I'm going to skip that card for a second and go to the 3 of Swords. Where is this hurting you? Because you've got the 10 of Swords here with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. And as an experienced reader, if I get the 7, the 3, the 7 and the 10 of Swords, and we haven't got the 5 yet, but who knows, could be in the extended, whatever, then I know something is afoot, something is going on. There's a bit of twist to the tale. In the middle of the card of the Daydreamer, this Neptunian 7 of Cups with the most gorgeous crockery in it, and the 3 of Swords, which is old wounds and things of triangulation, things that have cut deep, that are running you subconsciously. We have this beautiful, sturdy 10 of Pentacles. You know, the ultimate nuclear family card. It's like coming to the end of the suit of Pentacles and you've made it. And it's very tangible and it's very real and you've got results. And you're like, woohoo, let's do it. But at the same time, we've got this 3 of Swords, we've got this 7 of Cups. So we have almost fanciful doubt on this side. And then on this side, which sword to pull out first? Where did the pain come from? What are you dealing with, or rather not dealing with here? I'm going to take a couple of cards for that. Whew. Some of you might be dealing with someone in a love situation that's a bit hard work. Maybe a difficult dog to keep on the porch. We've got the 6 of Wands coming in. How to move forward, how to win. You felt like you could not win. You felt like you couldn't You couldn't make it to the happy place. Do you remember the first thing I said when we did this reading about you on the treadmill and you're kind of the carrot on the string is like in front of you and you're sweating and you're making effort and you're running and you're reaching and you're trying to get it. There must be an easier way. Yeah. 2 of Cups. For a lot of you, ooh, and this very stern looking Page of Swords, a lot of you are waiting for a first message or for someone to communicate something that you're already partly aware of. You know, you're already aware of the danger of not knowing. You're already aware of that there's something not being said. I'm going to write that down. There's something not being said. But you know there's something not being said, but you don't know what it is. Because the Page of Swords is just like the beginning of saying something. It's like, okay, come on, spit it out. Just tell me a bit. That card feels awkward. Look at this, 10 of Cups. Some of you might have just experienced a breakup or be in the middle of a very difficult situation in your love life here. Yeah, okay, I'm glad to get these 2 cards. Very glad to get those 2 cards. And what's on the bottom? Hello. King of Wands on the bottom here, hiding away. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. For some of you, it is a fire sign. Also, a person who is very confident, a person who knows, I don't know, they're just confident in their own skin. They can be quite attractive, actually, King of Wands. They can be quite, on the downside, they can be players, actually, if it goes too far. But on the upside, they can be fun, they can be outgoing, they can be fairly extroverts. Now, you do have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups together, and I'm very happy to see that. So we also have the Ace of Pentacles coming up. And the Ace of Pentacles is amazing when you've got the 10 as well. Somehow, out of quite a messy situation, I think that the full moon in your sign brings you advancement. Whether it takes you exactly where you've been waiting to go, it won't, not exactly. You know, not exactly. It doesn't take you there exactly. But it might be close enough. It might be close enough. When you get the Ace of Pentacles, it means that you are interested in things that are solid and detectable. And I feel like what you have at the moment is some fairly unsolid ground for some reason. And you know it's unsolid and you're waiting for it. It's slippery even. You're waiting for it to settle. You know there's a lot of potential here. I mean, these cards are amazing, to be honest. But at the same time, you're coming into a season of reality, Libra. And the season of reality is leading you to the Ace of Pentacles and to the Sun. And the Sun, which is a really glorious, I love this card. This means you can see clearly what you need to see and what you need to know. I think you will find out what you need to know around the time of the full moon in Libra. So around the time of mid-April, Venus goes direct, you find out what you need to know and you can move forward with it. Is it exactly what you wanted it to be? Not exactly. Most things that are good, though, even if they look bad in the beginning, don't present as the thing exactly how you wanted it to be. Hope that made sense as a sentence. Sometimes I do question myself. I'm going to take a couple of Love Oracle cards. In the extended reading for you, Libra, I'm going to look at that Seven of Swords, and I'm going to have a right old dig about it as well, because I want to get to the bottom of what that is. What's the slippery aspect? What's this Three of Swords? What's the pain underneath? What's the potential here? Who are we dealing with? What are they like? How do they feel? Okay, so we're going on a bit of a detective mission. You get nurture, which is about nurturing relationships, but also, I think, nurturing yourself. Very much so. Lots of people have had that dreams card. Around the time of that full moon, ask for answers in dreams. Okay? Because sometimes things come to you, especially dreamy Librans, which wouldn't have come to you in the 3D. Oh, that's nice. Surprise. Prepare for a surprise that challenges and empowers you in equal measure. Oh my God. Okay, lovely Libra, I'm going to go do the extended reading. We're going to have a good old ferret around with that Seven of Swords and whatnot. It's the first link in the description box. I will see you on the other side. Namaste.